You're not a real doctor. I get that a lot, unfortunately. I'm not a real doctor. I'm just an optometrist. I'm just an eye doctor. But I had this gentleman come in. He was an 80-year-old man. I preface this as a bit of a longer story. I want to try to be as fast as I can. I had seen his daughter previously for an eye exam. She had a really great experience. She wanted her elderly parents to come in. So I saw both of her parents for an exam. In their 80s, her father was doing great. Honestly, was acting like he was 20 years younger. Very mentally with it, was moving well, just all around doing awesome. Did the exam, he got glasses, everything's good. And then he comes in a week and a half, 2 weeks later to pick up his glasses. He's really lethargic and he's slow, and he came by himself. He didn't come with his daughter that day, and he's complaining about this really bad headache. He's like, I never get headaches, but this is so bad. It's hurting so much. He's just not feeling good. He's like, this was the worst headache of my life. I'm looking at this man who, although he's in his 80s, he didn't look like he was in his 80s 2 weeks ago, and now he's looking even older than that. He's unwell, he's not doing good, and the worst headache of his life. No necessarily slurred speech or anything like that, but just wasn't moving well and was slower and just complaining about this headache. So I said, this is not right. Immediately I'm thinking about the real medical things that could be going on. And I said, please, I don't think you should drive home. Can I call your daughter? Can I call an ambulance? He very much so denied it. No, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna be fine. So please call your daughter. He said, okay, I will. Took his glasses and left. And it was a Saturday. I was working half a day and I was going over a friend's house afterwards. I couldn't think about anything besides him. I could not stop thinking about this man. I was so concerned that this worst headache of his life could be a stroke or a hemorrhage. It was just so dramatic how he was acting. So I called the daughter. I said, this might be so weird, this might be out of line, and I'm so sorry if it is, but I just saw your dad and I need to share some things. So I talked to her, and thankfully she was really nice and said that anything related to her parents, that I should never feel bad about calling. She was thankful that I did. Her dad did not call her, so she's gonna connect with her dad. And I didn't hear anything for weeks, actually. And recently he came back with his daughter. I found out that he had a massive brain bleed, and it was caught because he got care early on, and he had open craniotomy, and there was, I think, 3 different bleeds going on. It was bad. And even when I saw him, his gait was different. He was walking differently. He was very out of it, but he was gonna be okay. So it was a freak situation, and it was really scary. Can't believe that happened. So for anybody who is thinking that your eye doctor just does eyes, this is a reminder, and I'm saying this with my whole chest, that we have such an education to help with not only the eye stuff, but systemic stuff as well. Your whole body is interconnected. We are doctors for a reason. 4 years of optometry school after 4 years of undergrad. We learn a lot of systemic stuff as well. Also a reminder to anybody that is thinking about optometry, is thinking that they might get bored. I was also one of those people. I thought before I went into optometry, is this really what I want to do? Am I just going to give glasses and contact lenses? You're going to do that a lot. But there's also going to be situations where you can save a life and get people the care that they need beyond your eyes, just because you're paying attention and just because you're doing the right thing. So if you've listened all the way to the end, I appreciate it. And yeah.